My name is Emma Caldwell, and I live in Austin, Texas. I was 28 when I met Ryan Matthews, a quiet, thoughtful man with kind eyes and a gentle laugh. We met at a friend's engagement party. He wasn't the type to dominate a room, but somehow he still stood out, like calm in a storm. He worked in urban planning, helping redesign parts of the city for better traffic flow and accessibility. I was in marketing for a software company, always on the go, presenting, pitching, spinning a dozen plates at once. Ryan was my opposite. And maybe that's why we worked so well. At least, that's what I believed. We got married after 2 years of dating. Nothing extravagant. Just a small ceremony at Zilker Botanical Garden, close friends, family, a few tears, and a lot of laughter. I remember thinking that day, this is it. I found my peace. But peace is funny. It doesn't always last. About a year into our marriage, things shifted. Ryan started staying late at work. At first, it made sense. They were rolling out new zoning projects and he was on a deadline. But then it became every night. Sometimes Saturdays, even Sundays. He stopped talking to me about his day. Stopped noticing when I dressed up or made his favorite dinner. His phone was always face down, locked. The man I married seemed to be fading into someone else. I brought it up. Gently, at first. Is everything okay at work? I'd ask. He'd nod without looking up from his laptop. Just swamped, nothing to worry about. I wanted to believe him. I tried to believe him. But then came the nights he didn't come home until after midnight. Once it was 2 a.m. His excuse? One of the new hires messed up a grant filing. We had to redo it. No call, no text, just silence until the door creaked open and his keys dropped into the bowl by the front door. I started losing sleep. I would stare at the ceiling wondering, is there someone else? Has he fallen out of love with me? The doubt ate at me. And with every unanswered question, my patience thinned. That's when Jason entered the picture. Jason was my coworker, same age, same sarcastic sense of humor. He worked in video production, always bouncing between meetings with a camera over his shoulder. We'd worked together for years, but only recently had we started talking more. He had a way of noticing things. Little things. You okay? He asked one day, catching me staring blankly at a spreadsheet. I'm fine, I lied. He didn't believe me. Jason never pried, but he was there. Every time I felt ignored by Ryan, Jason would compliment a presentation I'd done or bring me my favorite smoothie before a big pitch. He made me laugh when I felt like crying, and slowly I let him in more than I should have. One Thursday, I broke down. I told Jason everything. About Ryan's late nights, about the secrecy, the cold distance. He listened, really listened. And then he said something that surprised me. Emma, maybe you two just need to talk. Like, really talk. Don't let silence be the thing that kills it. His advice stung, not because it was harsh, but because he was right. Still that night, when Ryan came home and barely acknowledged me, something inside me broke. I didn't do anything with Jason, but I started spending more time with him. Coffee breaks, late work nights, texting on weekends. And in my heart, I knew I was emotionally stepping outside my marriage. I justified it by telling myself Ryan had done it first. A few weeks later, everything came crashing down. Ryan and I were eating dinner in silence when he put down his fork. We need to talk, he said. My stomach flipped. Here it comes. I've been working late because I've been planning something, he said, eyes fixed on mine. I've been trying to get the city to approve a project I designed. For you. What? He stood and pulled a folder from his briefcase. Inside were blueprints, a small downtown retail space redesigned into a cozy, airy bookstore cafe. My dream. I found this building on 5th Street, he said. I've been trying to get it rezoned, approved, funded. It's been a mess. I didn't want to tell you until I was sure it would happen. Tears burned in my eyes. All this time I thought, you were pulling away, I whispered. Ryan looked stunned. Emma? Never. I was doing this for you. Then came the moment I dreaded. I've also noticed, you and Jason, he said gently, you've been distant. And I know I haven't been present, but I saw the texts. I didn't snoop. They popped up on your screen. I felt like the floor had disappeared under me. I never meant to. I know, he said. But we need to figure this out. Together. That night, we stayed up talking for hours. Really talking. We both cried. We both apologized. We both admitted where we'd failed. I cut things off with Jason the next day. He took it well, more maturely than I expected. You're doing the right thing, he said. I hope it works out. That was 6 months ago. Ryan and I started therapy. We set boundaries, we carved out time for date nights, walks around Lady Bird Lake, and just being us again. And last week, we signed the lease for the bookstore cafe. I'll call it Chapter 1, because that's what this feels like, a new beginning.